How y'all doing today, man? As you know, my name is Kyle Jacko. I'm bringing you another series in October. This right here is called the Entrepreneurship Mentality. This entrepreneurship series is going to be so amazing to me because I know a lot of kings and queens that's been building their brand, building their businesses, doing a lot of great things, and they always keep a God first in everything they do. So I'm taking queens from the Queen series. I'm taking kings from the King series. I'm taking some kings and queens that you don't know, and I'm putting in front of you because guess what? Everybody cannot be an entrepreneur, but you need the tools to be one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get them all together, and they're going to show you what it takes to be an entrepreneur. So right now, I'm going to give y'all a queen right now that I know right now. She's a very amazing queen. Queen Deora, come to the stage right quick and let people know who you are and how are you an entrepreneur.
Hola everyone, I am Deora Clairé and I am a bilingual R&B singer-songwriter from Memphis, Tennessee. I've been doing this professionally for a little over 3 years and I'm super excited to be on the Entrepreneurship series with King Kyle Jacko.
Oh, that was so nice. Yes, entrepreneurship mentality is about to be amazing. I know it is. My next question to you is, what are 5 tools that everybody needs that want to be an entrepreneur in this season?
So 5 tools that everyone needs to be an entrepreneur is number 1, faith. Faith in God, because when you have faith in God, then he's the one that's going to get you through the highs and the lows. Being an entrepreneur is not easy. Everything doesn't happen with the quick of a snap. You have to have faith in God. You have to trust in him. You have to keep going. You can't give up. And then the second thing I would say is prayer. Prayer changes things. Prayer is powerful and it's effective. That's you communicating with God, and he's the one that's in control. And then the third one I would say is creativity. In order for you to have a unique business, you have to be creative. And especially for my type of work that I do, which is writing songs and writing and singing them, I have to be creative in my delivery as well as in my lyrics choice. And then my fourth one, I would say, is drive. You have to be persistent. You have to have that motivation to keep going and not give up. And then the fifth one, of course, is organization. You have to be organized. Keep your records together. That way you can ensure that you have a credible business or a credible brand.
Okay. I see where we're going right now. I see what we're learning right now. What is the biggest lesson you have learned from being an entrepreneur?
Ooh, okay. So the biggest lesson that I've learned from being an entrepreneur is definitely patience. Patience in the Bible, it says patience possess ye your soul. Patience is a virtue, y'all. And when you have patience, you know that the work that you're doing now is going to pay off. It reminds me of Galatians 6, verse 9 that says, don't grow weary in well doing, for at the proper time you'll reap a harvest if you don't give up. So that is telling you to be patient in the work that you're putting in, but continue putting in that work, because Proverbs also says that all hard work brings a profit. So I would say patience is the biggest lesson that I've learned, because I've learned that when you try to rush things and you don't take your time in doing it and you're being patient in the outcome, then you're going to see and reap those benefits. You just have to be patient, y'all.
Okay, I love that. I love that. Very amazing answers. I told you I was gonna like Dior. My next one, what is one of the biggest, or one or two of the biggest things you have to overcome to be an entrepreneur?
I say the biggest thing that I had to accomplish to or overcome as being an entrepreneur is definitely you have to believe in yourself. And I would say that's something that I had to overcome, is because when I had my mental health crisis, I lost confidence in myself. I lost confidence in my dreams. But God, he restored me, and he reminded me that, you know what, you have a purpose and that your gift is important and that you have to share it with other people, because you don't know what other people are going through. But the gifts that God has given you, they can help fulfill a need. So that's like the biggest lesson that I've learned as far as something that I had to overcome.
Okay, my next question to you, and I love what you just said. You put God in front of everything you do right now. My next question to you is, what are 3 factors that are detrimental to a successful business?
Ooh, okay. So 3 factors that are detrimental to a successful business is number one, being unprepared. You have to be prepared. You have to have a plan. You have to have plan for emergencies, etc., because things are going to happen and you have to know how you're going to handle them. So it's best for you to be proactive. And then another thing is rushing. So the opposite of patience is rushing. So being impatient, that can definitely be detrimental because if you're trying to hurry up and get things done, you can make mistakes and it can cost you money. And in business, you don't want to have so many mistakes where you're costing yourself a whole bunch of money. And then the third thing that I would say that is detrimental to yourself, to your business or your brand is lack of faith, lack of confidence in what you're doing. You have to believe that you have something that God has given you that you can share with the world. Because when you stop believing that, then your business and your brand goes downhill from that because you have to first believe in it before somebody else does.
Hey, okay, she bringing the fire this time. That's how good she really, really is. If y'all don't know, I have something that I have on the King series, the Queen series, and it's called the wordplay. The wordplay is something where I'm gonna say a name, I'm gonna say a place, I'm gonna say something. And when I say what I want these queens and kings to do is go really in depth with it. So Deora, unmute your microphone. Who's ready to play this wordplay? Are you ready to play?
I am so ready.
Okay, your first name is gonna be Beyonce.
I love Beyonce. I think she's amazing. She is totally driven. She has goals and she achieves them. She keeps going. And I think that's really inspiring for a musician is because the music industry is hard, it's difficult. And, not saying that any other industry isn't because each industry has its pros and cons, but to be in the game for 20 years or 2 decades and over that, then that just goes to show your consistency. And Beyonce is really consistent and she takes value in her work. And she also thinks about it and tries to impact the community. So that's what I love about Beyonce.
Okay, love that. Yo, next one is Selena.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I love Selena and not Selena Gomez, y'all. I mean, she's cool too, but we talking about Selena from Texas. Okay. Selena Quintanilla. She is absolutely amazing because she grew up, in the movie, oh my gosh, played by Jennifer Lopez is actually amazing too. If you haven't seen it, you got to go see it. But she inspires me because she kept going as well. She started really young and she listened to the advice of her parents. Her dad specifically is the one I'm talking about. And he helped her get in the music business. She would perform at fairs. She would perform all across Texas. And then next thing you know, she started performing even more so. Her name got really big, especially after her death. So may she forever rest in peace. I thank her so much for all inspiration as well as being bilingual. She spoke in English as well as Spanish. And me being a bilingual singer, speaking English and Spanish, that's someone that I always have to look up to.
I love that. Love that. Your next one is Tyler Perry.
Okay. Tyler Perry, he is so cool. Like he has so many movies, so many plays. And I always remember him telling this story about how he was homeless and how he also had this, he kept like not selling out of shows. And this was at the beginning when he had plays that were going on in Atlanta and he wouldn't be selling any tickets, but he kept going. He kept the faith, kept believing in himself. And you know what? He started selling out his shows and his plays. And on top of that, he also gives back to the community also. He has created one of the largest, he has his own play studio and it takes over acres and acres. And I absolutely love that because that just shows for a Black male or a Black person in general to have that wealth and to use it to reinvest in themselves, not only themselves, but into other people as well. That just shows that, you know what, he not only values himself, but he also values the creativity and the work that other people can bring.
Okay, well, guess what? You have won the wordplay. I'm so proud of you. Do you want to know what you have won?
Sure.
You didn't win nothing. We gave you something in the Queen series. You didn't win nothing at all. I'm sorry. We're running out of gifts right now. We're running out of gifts. Sorry, we're gonna have some gifts for you next year, but yeah, we ran out of gifts. Yes. We got you a CD coming, man. It's gonna be a CD of me singing. I'm gonna send that to you, so get ready for it. When we be singing a song, or two, or three. So my next one, when we done the entrepreneurship mentality for last year, I picked out one of the kings from that series, and that king right there designs the logo that y'all see for the Kyle Jacko logo. He does my shirts, he does a lot of things. And the king that we picked out this time for this series is gonna be, because it's chapter 2, so I don't pick out one. It's Shango. So in watching Shango's video, what did you watch and learn from that video?
I love that he is a learner. Like, he talked about how he learned from another person, but he also researched and he did his own investigations. He did his own learnings as well. So that just shows that, you know what, you can't, yes, it's good for you to get advice and get knowledge from other people, but it's also really good for you to go and seek knowledge for yourself, because you know that saying that they say you can take a horse to the pond, but you can't force it to drink. Well, if somebody tells you knowledge, then it's up to you to decide whether or not you're going to use it or not. And then on top of that, when you take the initiative to actually go and find that knowledge, then that just says more about your character, that you really want this. And then another thing that I loved about what Shango said is that when it came to the tools, that you needed to have drive, which is something that I said, as well as you needed to have goals and an end game. So you need to have a plan. So I thought those were some cool nuggets that he dropped, or gems that he dropped.
I love that, man. Shout out to my big brother Shango, man. Shango has been doing just a lot of stuff for me with everything that I'm doing. So Shango, man, I love you, man. Keep on doing what you're doing, man. I'm so proud of you. And you already know we get to this part of the video where, you know, we gotta do the prayer. Normally I let the entrepreneur pray, but you know, since I'm an entrepreneur, I'm gonna pray for all the entrepreneurs. And after that, I got some more questions for them right now. So if you're driving your car right now, do not close your eyes. Do not do anything at all. Just keep on driving. Just listen to me. But if you're at home right now, you're at a place right now where you can't close your eyes. Please close your eyes and join me in the entrepreneurship prayer. God, as I come to you right now, God, I want to say thank you to every entrepreneur that's right now, God, to anybody right now that want to go out there and be an entrepreneur, to anybody out there right now want to go out there and do anything. God, I pray you give them the resources. God, I pray you keep on speaking to them every day. I pray what you keep on doing for them is keep on showing God what their tools are. And I want you to show them too, who is there to support them in their season right now. Because God, sometimes we get connected to the wrong people in this season. But God, I want you to bless and show up and show out for every entrepreneur and for their family and friends right now. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Come on now, you know we can't do an entrepreneurship series without no prayer. Come on. You thought you were going to get away with it. You thought it. Wrong. Okay, Queen, my next question. What would you like the entrepreneurs to take away from watching your video?
I would love for entrepreneurs to take away from my video to keep going, to not give up, to have faith in yourself, and to have, more importantly, faith in God, because things are going to come up. Like I said earlier, I faced some mental health challenges that made me lose confidence in myself and in my dream. But God, he brought me back up and told me that, you know what, you still have purpose, that even though what I went through is something that he can turn for my good. So remember that even when you're going through the mud, like the thick of it, remember that God can still use you, that God still has a plan to prosper you, not to harm you, to give you a hope in the future, as according to Jeremiah 29:11. So don't give up. Keep the fight. Keep doing the good work that you are doing, because your business, your brand is needed. Continue to be authentic. Continue to put in that work, because you will reap the benefits. You just have to keep going.
I love that, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, this entrepreneurship series is going to last all the way until October 31st. And I want you to make sure you go out there and reach out to these kings and these queens who's going to be on the entrepreneurship series. Like I say, for the whole month of October, you're taking off for the entrepreneurs. But with that being said, Queen Deora, you've done an amazing job. I want you to give everybody that's an entrepreneur a 2022 motivational message. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Deora, go ahead and close out the video. You know how to do this. Go ahead.
So the 2022 motivational message to all the entrepreneurs and all the ones that have brands is to keep going, keep the fight, keep going and keep striving, because you matter and your business matters, your brand matters. You have a unique gift. God has given you something so special that only you can give to the world. So comment, like, and subscribe, and feel free to reach out to me if you would like some more encouragement or you have any questions. Again, I am Deora Clairé, a bilingual R&B singer-songwriter from Memphis, Tennessee. Ciao.